What's up, the internet land? It's your girl Shawne here, coming to you live from my home office here in Boston, Mass. I am your entrepreneur, your travel professional, and proud owner of Travel is Sexy Travel Agency. So, listen, guys, I just wanted to shoot this quick video. I've been hanging out in some of my travel groups. I know it's been a while since I've done a live, so I said, you know what, let me get back to it and shoot this quick video. So, I saw this question posed in the travel group that I was in, and I thought I would come to you today and just kind of share my thoughts on the subject. Now, I tried shooting this video earlier. I'm not even going to tell you the process. I got a ring light. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. I tried shooting the video. I was just going to shoot it and then post it on YouTube. Midway through the video, phone just stopped, shut off, did all this crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? Why don't I just go live? So here I am, 12:32, and we're just gonna go for it. All right, we're gonna get into it, as my friend likes to say. All right. So why South? So the question was, why do people look down on Southwest Airlines? So as my girl says, let's get into it. Let's dig a little deep into it. All right. So if any of you guys know me, for those who don't know me, I truly have a love affair with travel. I love to travel. It's one of the things that relaxes me, calms me down, and I totally enjoy it. If you, again, been following me, you guys know I just got back from New Orleans about a week ago. So, again, I saw this post and I said, okay, let's talk about it. So one of the things I will say is, even before becoming a travel professional and having my own travel business, again, I love to travel. And for me, a lot of times, there are a few different factors in which airline I will fly. Now, I will say, am I loyal to one brand? I won't say I'm loyal, because I have flown other airlines. Do I have my favorites and my preferences? Absolutely. But a lot of times I will go, sometimes my decision based on where I'm going will be the price. That is another factor into who I travel with. Now, I have traveled with Spirit. I know Spirit gets a bad rap. We will talk about that, though, in another video. But I have flown Spirit. And I've only flown Spirit since becoming a travel professional, because I really wanted to know what it was like, so I could have my own experience and not what someone else said. But again, we'll leave Spirit for another video. Today we are talking about Southwest. So let's talk about it. Southwest Airlines. We know Southwest is supposed to be a low carrier, maybe more moderate airline, usually a little bit cheaper to fly. Now, again, I've heard some people say it's expensive for them. Again, we see those specials sometimes, $49 one way or whatever. And we're going to talk about those deals, because a lot of times what happens, we see that and then we go to put in our dates, and then it goes from $49 to $600 or $300, whatever the case is. But we'll get into that as well. All right. So Southwest Airlines. Let's start with some of the downfalls of Southwest. For me, the biggest downfall that I can see, and if anyone disagrees or has another comment, feel free to drop it in the comments. Feel free to drop it in the comments of this video. All right, is that you don't get assigned seating. That's really to me the major downfall of Southwest Airlines as opposed to others, that you do not get assigned seating. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they board through groups. I think A through D, and they call your numbers accordingly. So, you know, if you are a person who likes an aisle seat, you know, or if you're a person who likes the window like myself, you know, sometimes it may be hard depending on your group that is called, or what group you have on your ticket. But let me say this about that as well. Check in as early as possible, because if you check in as early as possible, you usually can get in the the B group usually. I find the later that you wait to check in, you wind up in the C or D, and then you kind of the last few people to board the plane. So try to check in as soon as possible. That's just a little tip for you guys. All right. So again, that's one of the downsides. The other downside for some might be that they may feel like they don't have enough leg room. And I get that, especially if you're tall, you got long legs, you know, I don't particularly have that problem, only being 5'1". But still, even sometimes being short, you still want. I have leg issues and knee issues, so I want to be able to stretch my legs out a little bit. But the seat, the space is still not bad. Like I said, we'll talk about Spirit later, but if I had to pick Spirit over pick Southwest over Spirit, it would definitely be Southwest when it came to leg room. Again, the other way to kind of get around having a little bit more space on airplanes, if you don't mind sitting in the exit row seats, that will also give you a little more leg room. But again, you kind of have to, be checked in and get called on that first or second group in order to try to get that exit seat. So that might be some of the downfalls to flying Southwest. So now let's talk about some of the positives about flying Southwest. Now hold on one second. Let me see here. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that. So one of the things that I really do like about Southwest Airlines is the simple fact that you can fly with 2 bags free. They are probably one of the only airlines that I know right now that still allow 2 checked bags for free. You don't get that anywhere else, guys. Every airline charges at least $25 per bag. Some can go as high as $75. Okay, and that's just one way. So you're checking your bag in, and it's $50, and that's $100 on top of your cost of your ticket just to check your bags. So that is one of the nice features of Southwest, is that they do allow 2 check bags for free. So if you're traveling with a large party or whatever, it's great, because then again everybody is allowed to have those 2 check bags. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of times now I'm mostly doing a carry-on. I'm gone even sometimes for a week. I can usually get what I need in a carry-on. So, but if you need to be able to check a bag, that is truly one of the upsides of Southwest Airlines. So now let's talk about some of those deals that we see. I know we get the emails, we see the ads floating around on social media, on TV, you might hear them on the radio that talk about one-way deals for $49. So let me share with you how I was actually able to get that fare. I think the very first time that I went to Baltimore. So you have to do a little digging, and you have to do a little bit of reading. So one of the things that Southwest offers is their fare calendar. So you can go onto their website, and you can go to the fare calendar, and you can put in some information, or you can scroll down, and it will normally tell you what the one-way fares are from different cities. So again, you see it says $49. So what I did was I clicked on that fare calendar, and I scrolled down, and I looked for my city, which of course is Boston. And I happened to see that there was a $49 ticket one way. Now, sometimes a couple of things happen when you see that. You should sometimes see the dates. It usually should tell you the dates that price is available for. Okay. Usually you have to book it by a certain date, and then usually travel between dates. And it usually will tell you that on the site there. So the other thing that I would suggest, if you're only booking one-way flights, is to, and this is an insider tip, all right, guys? It's an insider tip for you. If you're only going to book one-way flights, open up 2 tabs on your computer. Let me say that again. Open up 2 tabs on your computer. The one you're currently working in, and another one for that same airline. Because what you want to do is, now you want to, before you hit the buy button, you want to check out what the return flight will look like. Because sometimes what happens is that you don't always get the same price coming back to your city. Sometimes it can tend to be a little bit higher. So you might figure, well, I pay $49 going, I'll probably pay $49 coming back. Doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it will, but it doesn't always work that way. So before you hit the payment button on that one-way ticket to wherever you're going, double check to see how much it's going to cost you to come back, because it might be a little bit more. So you want to make sure that the two prices combined is something that you can afford round trip, because what you don't want to do is to go to a particular city. Like me, I went to Baltimore for $49, and then coming back is going to cost me $350. So that means that the trip has basically cost me $400 round trip. So you just want to make sure that you know what your costs are before you hit that button on the one-way ticket. But for me, I did just what I said, and I went to Baltimore for $49. I was also able, to get my returning ticket back to Boston for $49. So I only paid $100 round trip. Not bad. Baltimore's a quick flight. I don't even think it's an hour, maybe that tops. But again, that is, how you get around sometimes the deals. You'll see JetBlue offers those same flights, those same deals as well. So, play around with it before you just hit one way and then you come back and then your ticket is $200 or $300. You want to make sure that you're getting a good deal, as much of a good deal as possible. So, that's why, so people will look down on Southwest, but Southwest is not a bad airline. I have flown Southwest several times. It happens to be probably my second favorite airline to fly. But again, that is, I choose based on what I love. JetBlue was my favorite. JetBlue can be a little bit more expensive. And it's not just because of, the snacks that you get or whatever, but of course JetBlue is you get a little bit more leg room. It's really nice. In the back of each, seat, you have your TV and everything. Again, we'll talk about JetBlue at another date. But again, there are just some things that you get with JetBlue that you don't get with others. But Southwest, again, is okay if that's what you want to do. You want to fly. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't think there are outlets to charge your phone on Southwest. But don't quote me. Some of the other, depending on the model of the plane, they might have an outlet. But I don't think there's an outlet on Southwest planes. But again, that's kind of a downside. But sometimes for the price, depending on where you're going, depending on what you're doing, Southwest may be the one for you. So, don't look down on Southwest. Don't look down on people who choose Southwest, just like some people who choose Spirit. Again, it's another video for another time. I know there's a lot of crazy things going on right now as a whole in the travel industry. I know we're dealing with COVID, and even though we're traveling, COVID still exists, guys. It's still out there. So I encourage everyone to still mask up, whether you're vaccinated or not. During my time in Louisiana, there's a lot of people who were not wearing masks. I still chose to wear one. So stay masked up, and just remember that, the airlines, we see some bad things going on right now. People being stranded, flights being canceled, all of that. So, just be mindful that, we're still dealing with a pandemic, and it's not over yet. People are still getting sick. Things are happening. So you just want to, provide as much, caution for yourself as well as others when traveling. Be safe, and as a bonus, let me say this to you guys as well. Make sure that when you're traveling, and this is not just, for COVID, this is just in general. When you're traveling, try to have a credit card if you can, or some extra money set aside for yourself when things like this happen, when flights get canceled, or I think with Spirit, the pilots are going on strike or went on strike. So people are stranded, and a lot of people sleeping in airports and stuff. So try to have a little extra money on the side to be able to, just in case those incidentals, guys. You really want to be able to have some money put aside, or an available credit card with a couple of $100s on it. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just so that you can have a decent place to sleep at night and not have to sleep in the airport. Especially if you're single, female, you got kids. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Males, doesn't really matter. You just want to really have some extra money on the side somewhere that you don't spend, that you don't, a credit card that you don't charge up, just for those things, if something like that should happen. So listen, that's my video for today. I just wanted to come at you and talk about Southwest Airlines. If there's something you guys want me to talk about, drop a comment, let me know. Let me know where you catch this. If you catch the replay, let me know. Let me know what city. If you're from here, from Boston, cool. If you're from somewhere else, drop it. Let me know. I'd love to reach out, say hey, and say what's up. Again, this is your girl Shawne, the travel professional here at Traveler Sexy Travel Agency, coming to you live with this video on why Southwest Airlines. Until the next video, guys, I appreciate you. I love you all. Peace.